I am a Gunner, but I will always have South Africa in my DNA. Afternoon, and welcome to Gunner Matters, where your opinion matters. Now, there's so many news that has come up. I only have two segments in this short show. But firstly, subscribe to Gunner Matters. Hit the bell for all the notifications, and of course, give us a thumbs up when you like the show. If you want to get hold of me, hit me on gunnermatters@gmail.com. And yes, make a contribution as little as 10 Rand to Gunner Matters so we can get the equipment we need to stay on air. And of course, to obviously do also things that the channel needs to be doing. Now, yes, I don't know if everybody still agree with me when it comes to this person. He has hit the media world, the news for the last week in many ways. With Arsenal, last night, he also obviously hit the news, and earlier in the week, he hit the news with regards to a possible fraudulent business method to use. So I'm speaking under correction here. There's no truth to it yet. However, there is a court case in US regarding the Rams and other owners of the NFL, and everything is basically pointing back at him. So what that means for Arsenal, I don't know. I thought it would have meant that he might be forced to sell the club, but he went and rather go make a change on the board. He's including apparently AAB, which is the Arsenal Advisory Board. Now, this is some of the board members that have been, and those are obviously just a couple of faces there, and some of them are still on the books. But needless to say, I still believe that he needs to go, irrespective of what his plans are. He and his son obviously said a while ago that they're 100% with Arsenal now. To my knowledge and to the description of an advisory board, it is saying that an advisory board is a body that provides non-binding strategic advice to the management of a corporation, organization, or a foundation. Now, the informal nature of an advisory board gives greater flexibility in structure and management compared to the board of directors. Now, Arsenal is understood to start a advisory board, whereas the reports are saying that the club launches a very underwhelming Arsenal advisory board. Now, this board is apparently gonna be there for the fans. Arsenal have outlined plans to improve supporter engagement by launching an Arsenal Advisory Board, AAB, which is designed to give punters a greater say in how the club is run. Made up of club officials and elected representatives from various supporter groups, it will meet twice a season to discuss a range of issues, including the preservation of Arsenal's culture and traditions, the expansion of the fan base, the future direction of the game at home and abroad, community work, diversity and inclusion, the growth of Arsenal women, and the development of revenue to maximize investments in players. The AAB's terms of reference explain that it exists to provide a forum of representatives from the club supporters group and fan base to meet with senior representatives from the club, i.e., it's not written in the reports, but I believe it is the board. And discuss relevant issues relating to the club or football generally. The decisions to found the AAB comes off the back of significant protests against the club's ownership following their role in the Zambotic. Arsenal were one of 12 clubs that signed up to the proposal in April, only to renege on the commitment with 72 hours when it became apparent that there was no support for such a cack-handed reorganization of the European game. Wary of the reaction, 3 of the 6 English clubs involved have already hatched plans to try and quell supporter disquiet. So we all know the story about the European Super League, and of course we all know about what has been said and how it transpired, and obviously what has happened in the whole discussion where and how Arsenal obviously withdrew. So, in my opinion, the Kroenke's is obviously feeling the pressure from the fans. They're feeling the pressure of what to do, and obviously Daniel Ek came in and he also made some more fire in making decisions regarding the club and the fan base of the club. A lot of fans are very, very unhappy about what's happening at the club. I had a show last week regarding how slow the business is happening in the club. So far, we only had outgoings from the youngsters, and of course, a guy that has never played for Arsenal for the last 2 seasons being on the books, William Saliba, has gone to Marseille with Matteo Guendouzi on loan. So coming in, there's not much business to be done. And for what the Kroenke's has been saying, they are 100% behind Arsenal. So far, we haven't seen much. So far, we haven't gotten any real news about the guys who's coming in, apart from Nuno Tavares. So the story regarding Albert Lokonga, Ben White, James Maddison, and of course the extension of Emil Smith Rowe contract. So there's so many things around that. Now the Kroenke's is obviously feeling the pressure, and the pressure is so that that he's saying in the report is that in a statement released this last night, the Arsenal Supporters Trust described the AAB plan as very underwhelming, explaining that they failed to match even the proposal made by other Premier League clubs. Stan and Josh Kroenke said, "We are 100% committed to Arsenal for the long term, and we want our fans to feel even closer to the club they love. The steps that are being taken here will ensure their voice is more central to the club's decision-making moving forward." Now, given fan voices have been largely ignored in recent years, that's not exactly promising much. Now, there's a question: which supporters groups will have elected officials on the AAB? The Arsenal Supporters Trusts, the Arsenal Independent Supporters Association, Gay Gooners, domestic and international supporters clubs, Arsenal Disabled Supporters Association, a fans forum representative for 18 to 24-year-old fans. Those are the guys that has been said in the reports that will be elected representatives from in order to sit on the AAB board. Now, who will represent the club on the AAB? Which is Josh Kroenke, he's one of the owners. Tim Lewis, which is a board member and is a non-executive board member. Vinay the Chief Executive, Mark Ganella, which is the Media and Communications Community Affairs Director, and Mark Brindle, which is the Support Liaison Officer. So I don't understand why the whole board must be there. Why can't just some person from the board, in this case Mark Ganella, Media Communications, for argument's sake, is the Communications and Community Affairs Director, and Mark Brindle, who is the Support Liaison Officer. So why must the Cronkies be and the actual board members be part of or represent the club in the AAB? You guys can leave your thoughts. You can obviously leave your comments, and then of course we need to establish that, is this not a ploy to keep the fans quiet, and of course to not put more pressure for the Cronkies to sell the club? So there's so many things regarding all the stories out there, and it all doesn't make sense to make the changes right now. So I mean, what is the Lord Harris saying? What is Tim? What is his face? Tim Lewis's comments. Are they forced to sit on the board on this AAB? Is the Cronkies really planning something totally out of hand? Especially with what's happening in America, whereby he's facing so much fraudulent charges, he and his COO of KSE. So there's so many thoughts running through a person's mind when it comes to making a change so sudden with regards to what the fans requires. Is it the ploy again to keep the fans quiet, or is the ploy to take the pressure away from them? Is it just to say to the fans, look, we have your interest at heart? So it's totally mind-boggling to say the least. But it goes further to say that, how will this differ to the existing Fans Forum Committee? The Fans Forum will continue to exist and will meet twice a year to discuss more operational matters, including ticket pricing, membership pricing, safe standing, ticket touting, and match day attendance matters, all sorts of things. So they are saying that will still be a part of what's happening. This AAB is just to bring about more clarity onto where the club is obviously stand with regards to the fans. So all that has been said, all those things has been alluded to, but what about the reality of the voices of the fans? Is that going to be a platform where the fans will really have any say about how the club is run? It says that bringing the fans closer, the new approach unveiled. So again, it's a lot of questions that one can ask regarding what's happening in the club. So I just want to continue with the last part of the segment, is that this season is approaching way fast. There's only about 3 or 4 weeks left for this before the first game kicks off. Now, it is saying that as the 21-22 season approaches, and following discussions with supporters representatives, we are launching a number of initiatives to bring fans closer to the club. This is designed to ensure the fans' voice is increasingly central to our decision-making moving forward. Now, to support this ambition, the establishing of the AAB, exclusively comprised of Arsenal fans, to provide counsel to the Arsenal board on a range of predominantly off-field matters. Now, it says there, the predominant off-field matters will be discussed and will be obviously given a hearing to from the fans. So how will it preserve the culture of the club? How will it preserve the future of the club, the direction that the club is taking? the structure of the club, the things that are happening behind the scenes. Will the fans be able to have a say in that regard? Yes, they're saying it will be particularly to fight against online abuse. That sounds nice. That sounds great. Um, Again, the question that I have is how how or what is the weight and the volume of the fans being part of the AAB? What is the volume and what volume does it carry of the voices? I mean, if all the supporters, international and local supporters clubs be involved there, selected elected members of those official supporters clubs. Obviously, it says the Gay Gooners. There's so many uh, 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 other representatives from the fan side. The Arsenal Disabled Supporters, International Supporters Club, as I said, the Arsenal Supporters Trust, and obviously the international and local based fan bases. Will that really carry that much weight? Will the Cronkies really look and hear, and the board will really hear the voices and the concerns of the fans? Leave your comments, put your thoughts down, and let us really fight the fight behind the scenes and force the Cronkies to be open and transparent. It's a good thing that they want to get in the fans involved. And don't get me wrong. I'm not against something with this magnitude to be created for the fans. I mean, it's a good thing that the Arsenal fans are really getting somewhere with the protesting somewhere, but we need to also be mindful about why are they doing this now? Is it the pressure? Is it sincere? Is it really a ploy to get out of other issues and maybe those issues being swept under the rugs? We need to be mindful, and also, especially with what happened in the past, is that they really threw this club under the bus, especially where it is now. So, yes, changes needs to be made. And is this change positive? Is it negative? What are we going to see going forward? Because moving forward, are they saying, again, I'm going to read this, is that they're saying this is designed to ensure the fans' voice is increasingly central to our decision making moving forward. That is a nice statement to have. It's a nice statement for us as fans to hear. But also we need to see and understand where it comes from. We need to make sure that this is a sincere statement that the club is making. We need to make sure, is it not something that they are sort of keeping us quiet, stop the protesting, and whatever else to do. So, yes, I need for us to understand that. So you can leave your comments, leave your thoughts. There's comments below. I will respond to that. Yes, I just thought to do this, get the message out there. I'm not sure how many guys has reported on this, but this is my segment. I report on what I see. I report on what the reports are saying. Also, just to bear in mind that whatever content has been said on here, this is Gooner Matters, and it's the opinion of Gooner Matters. And of course, your opinion matters. Des, thank you, Des. You and another person is watching, but Des is saying, Cronky out. I agree. No matter what changes he brings, he must still go. If it goes wrong for him, he may be forced to sell Arsenal. Hope so, bro. I hope so too, Des. Go back in for Odegaard. Yeah, my opinion, Des, I don't think he's gonna come. I don't want to be the party pooper, but he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna come. If he comes, I will do the ice bucket for you. Again, hit the like, smash the subscribe and ring the bell. I mean, if you didn't do that yet, it's the time for you to do that. Hit the like, smash the subscribe and ring the bell for all the notifications. When you ring the bell, we will open up. Also, for us to stay on air, make a contribution as little as 10 Rand to Guna Matters, so we can get the equipment that we need to stay on air. And of course, to bring you all the latest news. If you want to get hold of me, you can hit me up on gunamatters@gmail.com, or you can leave a comment on my channel, or you can go to Twitter. You can reach me on Facebook. Also, you can reach me on Instagram. So gunamatters@gmail.com. You can reach me if you want to get involved with Guna Matters. And yes, please subscribe to Guna Matters. So without any other distractions, I want to come to this guy. So many guys has obviously reported on this. Nuno Tavares, what a positive way for us to start the season. We've seen the whole of last season, Tierney has been battling. And now we have a backup for Tierney and possibly a competition for him. I mean, I've seen a picture of this guy jumping as high as a 1.5, 1.6 lad meters. He has jumped as high as that to control a ball, and that's just a picture. Very athletic, and I think on one of our groups, WhatsApp groups, there was a guy. His name is Terry Altal, the original Godfather. Is saying that this guy is very athletic. So yeah, I would agree that he's very athletic, and hope he will bring something to the team. However, bringing him into Arsenal is already the signs of positive starts in the club. He looks good. He probably will start tomorrow, or not start, but he will be part of the squad tomorrow against Rangers. I hope to see some very, very good performances from them. And of course, hopefully, before we go to America next week, or the next trip is America, that we'll have 1 or 2 or 3 more additional signings to take part in that pre-season. If we have a good pre-season, we will have a good season. Regarding the game against Urbanius last week, or this Tuesday, what a pathetic performance. Yes, we can say it is the first game, and yes, we can say it's an unofficial game, but whether it's unofficial or not, we still need to give the performance as if it was an official game. If it was a game of preparation, you still need to give you 100%. I mean, Willian, what the hell, man? That tire, Michelin tire brands is Pirelli. Oh man, what the hell? That tire around your waist is unacceptable. You're a professional. How on earth can you off-season go and put on a tire like that? Go put on a belly of that fat? No, man. That is not any professional, whether it's for Arsenal or any other professional. You don't put up that fat. You don't put on fat like that in off-season. You need to prepare and get your mind, your body right for the new season. Willian, please take that tire and go to MLS. Take that tire. Go to MLS. Take what they're offering you. Don't take Arsenal for granted, man. Please. Right, so there's talks that Emil Smith Rowe's contract is very, very, very soon to conclude. The fact that Albert Lokonga is apparently in London, and of course Ben White and James Maddison is also very, very close. That is reports. It's not carved in stone. As soon as that happens, I will sing hooray. I will sing hooray. But now I'm singing, we won Cronky out. We won Cronky out. We won Cronky out. We won Cronky out, irrespective of the changes you are making. Sorry, brother, I can't allow you to stay at Arsenal. I still want you out of Arsenal, irrespective of your changes. Still, leave our club. Leave, leave, leave. Gary, my man, welcome, Gary. Good afternoon, Glenn. Gary is saying hello, Des. Des, say hello to Gary. Well, Gary, thanks a lot, my man. Always good to have you on the show. Always good to have your comments. And please remember what you and I have chatted about. But I will hit you later. Guys, I need to go. My lunchtime is almost over. I need to go. But what I will leave you with is hit the like, smash the subscribe, ring the bell, and we will open up at Guna Matters. Also, again, make a contribution as little as 10 Rand to Guna Matters so we can get the equipment we need and obviously to stay on air. So all that information, PayPal, all the other information is in the below comments. You can get me on gunamatters@gmail.com. You can get me on Twitter. You can get me on Facebook, and of course on Instagram. Gary, Daisy saying hello. Have a good day. Same to you, Gary. We will touch base again maybe later, depending what time I'll be done here. So yeah, guys, all I wanted to say is stay safe, be blessed, mask up, sanitize, and keep your distance without any prejudice or fear. I will report all sorts of content here. This week, tonight, we won't have a show because of my computer. I'm currently doing this from my mobile. As you could see, my hand is always here and there. And there is it. Don't disturb. Danger, go away. I'm busy with the go live. Yeah, I was live, and this is the fastest and the longest half an hour that I've ever done on the show. So guys, please, I thank you and I welcome you to get a hold of me at gunamatters@gmail.com. And yes, it is always good to have new faces on the show. And as you could see, I have a handful of regulars. They know who they are, but yes, subscribe to Guna Matters if you have not done that. So all the best, stay safe, and God bless.